I look at your temples, your churches, your mosques, and I do not see houses of God. I see houses of beggars. I see crowds of people standing with their hands stretched out, asking, demanding, crying, give me this, give me that, give me money, give me a son, give me success in the election, give me good health. And you call this prayer, I call it an insult. You are insulting the creator of the universe. You are reducing the magnificent, infinite, mysterious existence to a mere shopping mall. And you are treating God like the shopkeeper. You go with your list, you have a shopping list in your pocket, and you say, Lord, I need these things, and please be quick about it. Last time you were very slow. What is your prayer? Have you ever listened to your own prayer? It is nothing but a projection of your greed. It is nothing but a projection of your fear. There is no love in it. There is no gratitude in it. There is no silence in it. It is noise. It is sheer noise. Millions of people screaming at the sky, give me, give me, give me. Do you think God is deaf? Or do you think God is stupid? Do you think He does not know what you need? You have to remind Him, oh God, you might have forgotten, but my rent is due on Monday. Oh God, you might not have noticed, but my wife is very nagging. Please fix her. You are trying to advise God. You are trying to give guidelines to existence on how it should run the show. This is the height of arrogance, and yet you call yourself humble. You bow down, you touch the floor with your forehead, but look at the mind. The mind is standing up, arrogant, demanding. The body is humble, but the spirit is a beggar. A beggar can never meet the emperor. It is impossible. Like attracts like. To meet the emperor, you have to become an emperor. And God is the emperor of emperors. When you go to Him with a begging bow, you are creating a distance. You are saying, I am small, I am empty, I am needy, and you want God to fill your emptiness. But God has already filled you. That is the joke. That is the tragedy. He has given you life. He has given you consciousness. He has given you the capacity to love. He has given you the sun, the moon, the stars, the flowers. He has given you the whole kingdom. And you are standing there asking for a penny. You are standing in the middle of a gold mine asking for a plastic toy. How much more do you want? What more can He give? He has given Himself to you. He is breathing in you right now. The breath that goes in and comes out, that is God. The heartbeat that keeps you alive while you sleep, that is God. He is serving you 24 hours a day, and you don't even say thank you. Instead, you complain. The breath is okay, God, but what about my bank account? The bank account is empty. The heartbeat is okay, but I want a Mercedes Benz. You are trading the eternal for the trivial. Prayer, as you know, it is a business. It is a transaction. You say, God, I'll give you 5 coconuts. I'll give you 10 candles. I'll donate money to the church. In exchange, you give me the lottery win. You are trying to bribe God. Just think of the absurdity. You are trying to bribe the owner of the universe with a coconut, with a candle. What will God do with your candle? Does He need light? He has created 1,000,000,000 suns. What will God do with your coconut? He is the tree. He is the fruit. He is the juice. You are taking things from God's pocket and putting them back into God's pocket and thinking you have done a great service. And in return, you want a favor. This is not religion. This is commerce. And it is very cheap commerce. You want to give very little and you want to get very much. You are a cunning businessman. I will say 2 Hail Marys, it takes 2 minutes, and in return, I want eternal paradise. Good deal! If paradise was so cheap, everyone would have it. But paradise is not for sale. Love is not for sale. God is not for sale. You cannot buy Him with your rituals. You cannot buy Him with your fasting. You cannot buy Him with your good deeds. I have been a good boy, God. Now give me the candy. This childishness must stop. If you want to grow spiritually, the first thing to drop is the begging bowl. Smash it. Break it into pieces. Stand up. Say to existence, I ask for nothing. You have given me enough. You have given me too much. I cannot even contain what you have already given. That moment, the moment the begging stops, is the beginning of prayer. Real prayer has nothing to do with asking. Real prayer is a state of being. It is a state of overflowing gratitude. It is just a thank you without any reason. Thank you for the sun. Thank you for the rain. Thank you for the sadness. Thank you for the joy. Whatever you give, I receive with deep gratitude. This is prayer. The man who asks is saying, I don't trust you. He is saying, you made a mistake. You didn't give me what I need. The man who thanks is saying, I trust you. You know better than me. If you give me pain, it must be because I need pain to wake up. If you take away my wealth, it must be because the wealth was a burden for me. Thy will be done. Not my will, thy will. When you drop your will, you become prayerful. When you insist on your will, you are just a politician making a speech to the sky. And let me tell you, the sky is not listening to your speeches. Existence responds to your silence, not to your noise. And your desires are noise. Your wants are like a screeching alarm. They disturb the harmony. Stop the alarm. Be silent. In that silence, you will find that the guest has already arrived. God is not coming. He is already here. But you are so busy asking for the future that you miss the present. The beggar misses the emperor because the beggar is looking at the emperor's pocket, not at the emperor's eyes. Look at his eyes. Don't look at his pocket. You treat God not only as a businessman but as a servant, a waiter, a cosmic waiter. You sit in the restaurant of life and you snap your fingers. Waiter, God, come here. This soup is cold. Take it back. This life you gave me, it is not tasty. It is too bitter. Take it back. Bring me a sweet life. And I didn't order this wife. I ordered a model. Why did you bring this one? And why is my neighbor having a better meal than me? This is unfair service. You are constantly complaining to the management. Your temples are nothing but complaint departments. If you read the prayers of humanity, 99% of them are complaints. Why me? Why did my child die? Why did I lose my job? Why is there war? You are judging God. You are standing in judgment of the whole existence. You think you have a better plan? You think if you were God, you would run the world better? Just imagine for a moment. If God gave you the power to run the world for just 1 hour, what would you do? You would destroy it. Within 5 minutes, you would destroy it. Because your vision is so small, you would say, let there be no pain. Okay? No pain. But without pain, there is no pleasure. Pleasure is just a relief from pain. If you remove the valley, the mountain disappears. You would say, let there be no death. Okay? No death. But if there is no death, there is no renewal. The world would become a crowded nursing home of senile, old, rotting people who cannot die. It would be hell. You would say, let there be only sunshine, no rain, because you want a picnic. Okay? No rain. And within a month, all the trees would die, all the crops would fail, and humanity would starve. Your good intentions would create a catastrophe because you don't see the whole. You only see your little fragment. I want a picnic today, so no rain. You don't care about the farmer who needs the rain for his wheat. You don't care about the fish who needs the river to flow. You are selfish. Your prayer is selfish. God, make me win the lottery. But for you to win, millions must lose. You are praying for their loss. God, make my country win the war. But for your country to win, the other country must be defeated. Mothers on the other side must lose their sons. Wives on the other side must become widows. Your prayer is soaked in blood. When you pray for victory, you are praying for murder. And you do it in the name of the Prince of Peace. You go to church and pray for the destruction of your enemy. How insane is the human mind? God cannot answer your prayers because your prayers are contradictory. The farmer prays for rain. The potter who has made clay pots and put them out to dry prays for sun. Please God, no rain today or my pots will be ruined. Please God, rain today or my crop will be ruined. Now, what is God supposed to do? If he listens to the farmer, the potter is angry. God is unjust. If he listens to the potter, the farmer is angry. God is blind. And if he does a compromise, a little rain, a little sun, then both are angry. This rain is not enough. This sun is not enough. You put God in a dilemma. Fortunately, God does not listen to you. I say, fortunately. It is his great compassion that he ignores your prayers. If he started listening to you, the chaos would be unimaginable. The universe runs according to a vast, intricate, interconnected wisdom. It does not run according to your whims. The stars move according to a law. The seasons change according to a law. This law is the Tao. This law is Dharma. It is impersonal. It does not care about your picnic. It does not care about your pots. It cares about the whole. And the whole is vastly more important than the part. You are just a tiny part, a microscopic cell in the body of the universe. Does the cell tell the body where to go? Does the skin cell tell the brain what to think? If the cell starts dictating to the body, that is called cancer. Cancer is nothing but a cell that has become arrogant, a cell that wants its own way against the whole. When you pray for your own private desires against the flow of existence, you are a cancer cell. You are trying to be separate. True health, spiritual health, is when the cell says to the body, I am yours, use me. Where you go, I go. If you live, I live. If you die, I die. I have no separate destiny. This surrender is the cure for the cancer of the ego. But you are afraid to surrender because you think, if I don't ask, I won't get. This is your logic. If I don't cry, the mother won't give milk. This may be true for a biological mother who may be busy, who may be distracted, but it is not true for existence. Existence is already nourishing you. Look at the trees. Do they pray? Does the rose bush wake up in the morning and go to the temple and say, Oh God, please give me sun today, otherwise I cannot bloom? No. The rose bush just waits. It trusts, and the sun comes. The clouds come. The rain comes. The earth provides minerals. The rose blooms without asking. Look at the birds. Jesus says, look at the lilies of the field. They do not toil, they do not spin. And yet, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Why? Because they don't worry. They don't have a prayer book. They don't have a rosary. They are in a state of let go. And in that let go, everything that is needed is provided. Not everything that is wanted, but everything that is needed. There is a difference. You want a palace, you need a shelter. You want a feast, you need food. God fulfills needs. He never fulfills wants, because wants are infinite. If He gives you a palace, tomorrow you will want a kingdom. If He gives you a kingdom, tomorrow you will want to be God. There is no end to the want. It is a bottomless pit. You cannot fill a bottomless pit. Even God cannot fill it. So He doesn't try. He gives you exactly what is necessary for your growth. Sometimes He gives you a palace, and sometimes He burns the palace down. Both are necessary. The palace was needed to show you luxury. The fire was needed to show you detachment. Both are gifts. But you only accept the palace as a gift. The fire you call a curse. This is your blindness. A prayerful man accepts the fire with the same dance as he accepts the flower. He says, if you have sent fire, then fire must be right for me. Burn me, burn my ego, make me pure. This attitude, this total acceptance makes you an emperor. You are no longer a beggar. Because a beggar chooses, I want this, I don't want that. An emperor accepts everything because he owns everything. The bad is his, the good is his, the day is his, the night is his. He is vast enough to contain contradictions. So, stop advising God. Resign as the advisor to the universe. You are fired, and it is good news that you are fired, because it was a very stressful job. Trying to manage the universe, trying to manipulate destiny, it is a headache. Drop the burden. Let God be the God. You just be the human. You just play your part. The script is already written. It is a beautiful script. But you are trying to rewrite lines while you are on stage. No, I don't want to say this dialogue. I want to be the hero, not the villain. But if the drama requires a villain, play the villain beautifully. Play it so totally that even the audience falls in love with the villain. That is the art of life. To play whatever role is assigned to you with total awareness, total acceptance, total joy. Then your whole life becomes a prayer. You don't need to go to the church on Sunday. Monday is prayer, Tuesday is prayer, breathing is prayer, walking is prayer, sleeping is prayer, because you are in harmony. Prayer is harmony. Begging is discord. Have you ever observed what you are doing when you pray? You are talking. You are chattering. You are making a speech. It is a monologue. You are the only one speaking. And you think this is a dialogue with the divine? How can it be a dialogue when you never give the other side a chance to speak? You go to the temple, you say your hurried words, God give me this, God protect me, God bless me, and then you run away. You treat God like a dictation machine. You dictate your memo and you leave. You never wait for the answer. In fact, you are afraid of the answer, because if God speaks, your life will be shattered. If God speaks, He will not agree with your ego. So you keep talking just to drown out His voice. Your prayer is a wall of noise that you build to protect yourself from the silence of God. I say to you, prayer is not talking. Prayer is listening. It is the art of shutting up. It is the art of becoming absolutely silent, so that the whisper of existence can be heard. God is not deaf, but you are deaf. He is speaking to you every moment. He speaks through the wind in the pine trees. He speaks through the sound of the running water. He speaks through the silence of the stars. But you are so full of your own noise. Your inner dialogue is so loud that you miss Him completely. You are like a man standing next to a beautiful orchestra, but you are wearing headphones and listening to your own recorded voice screaming in your ears. Take off the headphones. Stop the internal chatter. Why do you feel the need to talk to God? Do you think He is uninformed? Do you think He reads the morning newspaper to find out what is happening in your life? Oh, I didn't know John lost his job. Thank you for telling me, John. This is ridiculous. He is the knower. He is the witness inside you. Before you feel the pain, He knows it. Before the thought arises in your mind, He sees it. So why are you reporting to Him? It is redundancy. It is a waste of time. And it shows a lack of intimacy. With a stranger, you need words. You have to explain yourself. I am this, I want that. But with a lover, do you need to explain? If you truly love someone, you can sit together for hours without saying a single word. And in that silence, a communion happens. A merger happens. You understand each other far deeper than words could ever convey. If you have to speak to your lover to explain your love, then the love is superficial. If you have to speak to God to explain your needs, then you have no relationship with Him. You are strangers. That is why you fill the gap with words. Words are the bridge for strangers. Silence is the bridge for lovers. Be a lover. Sit in silence. That is what meditation is. People ask me, what is the difference between prayer and meditation? I say, there is no difference in the essence, but there is a difference in the direction. Traditional prayer is you talking to God. Meditation is you listening to God, and because you are foolish, your talking is worthless, and because God is wise, His speaking is valuable. So drop the prayer and pick up the meditation. Or make your prayer meditative. Go to the church, kneel down, but don't say a word. Just be there. Just be available. Say to existence, I am here. I am empty. Fill me. I have nothing to say because my words are too small, but I am ready to listen. Speak, Lord, thy servant heareth. This was the old Jewish insight to listen. But you have forgotten. You have become great talkers. Your prayers are so long, so boring. If I was God, I would have run away from your churches long ago. Listening to the same complaints, the same demands continuously for centuries, it is torture. Have some compassion for God. Be silent. Give Him a break. And the miracle is, when you stop talking, suddenly you realize that He has been speaking all along. The still small voice. It is not a voice like a human voice. It does not use language. It does not use English or Sanskrit or Arabic. It uses the language of presence. You feel a sudden coolness in your heart. You feel a sudden expansion in your chest. You feel a sudden light in your head. This is God speaking. He's saying, I am here, you are safe, you are loved. But you can only hear this when you drop the shopping list. You cannot hold the shopping list and the hand of God at the same time. Drop the paper. Hold the hand. Become a hollow bamboo. Let the wind of God pass through you and create music. But if the bamboo is full of stuffing, full of words, desires, doctrines, the wind cannot pass. There is no music. You are stuffed. You are stuffed with the Bible, the Quran, the Gita. You are stuffed with theology. Empty yourself. Prayer is the art of empty. It is not about asking for more, it is about becoming less. Become nothing. And in that nothingness, the whole universe descends. Now we must look at the root. Why do you pray? What is the motivation? Be honest with yourself. Is it love or is it fear? If you look deep, you will find a trembling. You are afraid of hell. You are afraid of punishment. You are afraid of bad luck. You treat God like a super policeman, and you are trying to bribe the policeman so he doesn't give you a ticket. Look, I go to church every Sunday. I pay my tithe. Please don't send me to hell. This is fear. And your scriptures reinforce this. Fear God. Be a God-fearing man. I say to you, this is the most poisonous phrase ever invented. God-fearing. If you fear God, how can you love Him? Fear and love are opposites. They cannot coexist. When the sun rises, the darkness disappears. When love rises, fear disappears. If fear is present, love is dead. You cannot hug a person you are terrified of. You will shrink. You will want to escape. And that is what you are doing. You are hiding from God. And your prayer is just a way to keep Him at a distance. Here, take the prayer, take the money, and stay away. Don't come too close. Fear creates a contract. Love creates a surrender. In a contract, you protect yourself. I will do this if you do that. In surrender, you have no protection. You say, do whatever you want with me. Who surrenders? Only the one who trusts. Only the one who loves. The fearful man creates rituals. He builds a fortress of rituals to protect himself from the mystery. He repeats the same words every day. Why? Because it gives him a sense of security. I have done my duty. Now I am safe. Religion has become an insurance policy. You pay the premium in this life so you can collect the payout in the next life. And the priests are the insurance agents. They take your commission. It is a racket. And the foundation of this racket is your cowardice. Stop fearing God. God is not a monster. God is not a judge sitting on a throne writing down your sins in a black book. Oh, you looked at that woman with lust, 1 mark against you. You ate the wrong food, 1 mark against you. Do you think God is so petty? Do you think the creator of billions of galaxies cares what you eat for breakfast? You have projected your own small mind onto God. You are petty, so you think God is petty. You are vengeful, so you think God is vengeful. The God of the Old Testament says, I am a jealous God, I am a wrathful God. This is not God speaking. This is the Jewish priest speaking. This is the projection of the human ego. God cannot be jealous. Who is there to be jealous of? He is the only one. God cannot be wrathful. Wrath comes from frustration. Is God frustrated? Is He having a bad day? No. God is pure compassion. God is pure overflowing joy. There is no need to fear Him. There is only a need to enjoy Him. I teach you a new kind of religion. Not a religion of fear, but a religion of celebration. Don't pray to God because you are afraid of death. Pray to God because you are so in love with life Let your prayer be a dance. When you dance, you are not asking for anything. You are just expressing your energy. You are saying, I am so happy that I must dance. That energy reaches God. A sad face never reaches God. Long faces, serious faces, miserable faces, they are heavy. They gravitate downwards. They go to hell naturally. Only laughter rises. Only joy rises. Be light. If you want your prayer to reach the sky, it must be weightless. And fear is heavy. Fear is lead. Love is a feather. Love is the wind. Love does not ask for a reward. Love is the reward. The moment you say, I love you, God, you are already in paradise. You don't have to wait for death. The act of loving is the entry into paradise. The act of fearing is the entry into hell. You create your own heaven and hell every moment by your attitude. Look at the Sufi mystics. Look at Meera. Look at Chaitanya. They don't pray in the conventional sense. They sing, they dance, they spin. They are drunk with the divine. They treat God as a beloved, as a friend. Meera treats Krishna as her lover. She argues with him. She dances for him. She waits for him. There is no fear. If Krishna does not come, she cries, but not out of fear, out of longing. That longing is beautiful. Be a lover. Drop the Lord and Master terminology. That is the language of slavery. Use the language of intimacy, beloved. Friend, in the East, we have a name for God, Hari. It means the thief. Why a thief? Because he steals your heart. Because he steals your ego. You don't have to fear a thief who steals your misery. Let him steal it. Leave your doors open. Don't put locks on your house. Prayer means leaving the door open and saying, Hari, come, steal everything. I am ready to be looted. Loot me of my anger. Loot me of my greed. Loot me of my fear. Leave me empty. Because only when you are empty are you divine. The jar must be empty to be filled with the ocean. So, analyze your prayer tonight. Put it under the microscope. If you find even one drop of fear in it, throw it away. It is poison. It will not help you. It will harm you. It will make you psychologically sick. Religion has created more neurosis than anything else in the world because of this fear. Drop the hell. Hell does not exist. It is a scarecrow invented by the priests to keep you in the temple. Once you know there is no hell, you will stop praying out of fear. Then, if you pray, it will be real. It will be because you want to, because you feel the beauty of the sunset and you want to say thank you. That thank you is the only true scripture. Your prayer has become a habit of complaining. You may wrap it in beautiful words. You may use poetic language. Oh Lord, you are the most merciful, the most compassionate. But this is just buttering him up. This is flattery. And why do you flatter? Because you want to ask for something. Underneath the butter, there is a knife. and the knife is your complaint. You are merciful, but why am I suffering? You are compassionate, but why is my business failing? The but is the real prayer, the rest is just decoration. Basically, you are saying to God, your world is not good enough. Improve it. And here are my suggestions. A religious man, a truly religious man, has no complaints. This is the definition of a religious man. One who agrees with existence. Total agreement. If there is sun, he agrees. If there is rain, he agrees. If there is life, he dances. If death comes, he dances. He has no conflict. He says, if this is what is happening, this is what is needed. He trusts the wisdom of the whole more than the desires of the part. But you trust your tiny mind. You think you know what is fair. You think you know what is justice. Your justice is blind. Your fairness is biased. You only want things that support your ego. Anything that destroys your ego, you call bad luck or divine punishment. There is a Sufi story. A man went to a mystic and said, I pray every day, but God never listens. My life is full of misery. Why? The mystic laughed. He said, God is listening. That is why your life is full of misery. The man was shocked. What do you mean? The mystic said, because your desires are wrong. If God granted your desires, you would be destroyed. It is His compassion that He denies you. He is saving you from yourself. You ask for money, but maybe money will bring arrogance, and arrogance will destroy your soul. So God says no. You ask for a specific woman, but maybe that woman will make your life a living hell. So God says no. His no is a blessing, but you take it as an insult. You start crying, God has forsaken me. God has not forsaken you. He is protecting you. But you are like a child asking to play with a sharp knife. The mother says no. The child cries, you don't love me. The mother takes the knife away because she loves him. Stop treating the temple as a complaint department. When you go to God, go only to celebrate. If you have a complaint, go to the police station, go to the court, go to the psychiatrist. Don't bring your garbage to the divine. The divine is the space of purity. When you bring your complaints, you pollute the space. And notice one thing. The more you complain, the more miserable you become. Because whatever you focus on grows. If you focus on what is missing, the missing grows. The whole gets bigger. I don't have this, I don't have that. You become a beggar with a bottomless bowl. But if you focus on what is present, I have eyes to see the colors. I have ears to hear the music. I have a heart to feel. Suddenly, you are rich. Gratitude makes you rich. Complaint makes you poor. And your prayer is nothing but a catalogue of your poverty. Throw away the catalogue. Burn it. The highest prayer is very short. It is just 4 words. Jesus used them in the Garden of Gethsemane. He knew he was going to be crucified. His body was trembling. He was human after all. For a moment he prayed, Lord, if it is possible, take this cup away from me. He asked for the pain to be removed, that was the human part. But immediately he corrected himself. He said, Thy will be done. This is the ultimate prayer. Not my will, but thy will. If you want me to be crucified, then crucifixion is my glory. If you want me to die, then death is my life. This surrender kills the ego instantly. The ego lives on my will. I want to do this. I want to go there. When you say thy will, the I disappears. And when the I disappears, there is no barrier between you and God. You merge. You become one with the ocean. But this prayer is dangerous. Don't say it unless you mean it, because God will take you at your word. If you say, Thy will be done, He may take away your house, He may take away your job, He may break you down completely to rebuild you. Are you ready for that? Or will you run back to the complaint department? Wait, I didn't mean that part of thy will. I meant the part where I win the lottery. You are a hypocrite. You want God's will only when it matches your will. That is not surrender, that is coincidence. Surrender is when God's will goes against your will and you still say yes. You say yes with a song. That yes is the only true religion. Now we come to the deepest misunderstanding. You talk to God, but have you ever asked, who are you talking to? What is your image of God? Be honest. Deep down, you still have the childhood image. An old man, a very old man, sitting on a golden throne somewhere up in the clouds, with a long white beard, looking very serious. Perhaps he has a book in his hand, and you are down here shouting up to him, Hello, up there, listen to me. This image is childish. It is a toy. God is not a person. God has no personality. God is not a he. God is not a she. God is not a father nor a mother. These are metaphors we use because we are limited. We need a face to relate to. So we paint a face on the infinite. But the painted face is not the truth. God is godliness. God is a quality, not an object. God is an energy. God is the ocean of consciousness that surrounds you, permeates you, breathes you. You are like a fish in the ocean, and the fish is trying to talk to the ocean. Oh ocean, please give me some water. The ocean will laugh. You are made of water. You are surrounded by water. What are you asking for? You are in God. You are made of God. There is no distance. And because there is no distance, there is no need to shout. There is no need for language. You don't talk to electricity, do you? When you want to turn on the light, do you stand in front of the socket and pray? Oh, mighty electricity, please flow into my bulb and give me light. I have been a good boy. No. You simply plug in. You connect. It is a mechanism, not a conversation. God is the ultimate electricity, the ultimate power source. You don't need to persuade Him. You just need to plug in. And how do you plug in? Not by words. Words are insulators. They block the connection. The plug is silence. When you are silent, your ego disappears. The insulator disappears. And immediately the current flows. The light turns on. You become luminous. This is not magic. This is spiritual science. It is a law. If you are empty, God rushes in. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you create a vacuum of the ego, God must fill it. He has no choice. It is inevitable. But you keep filling yourself with words, God, God, God. Stop using the word God. It has become dirty. It has been used by too many liars, too many priests, too many politicians. Drop the word. Experience the reality. Look at the sunrise. Don't say God created this. Just look. Feel the awe. Feel the magnificence. That feeling is God. Look into the eyes of a child. Don't say God is here. Just look. Feel the innocence. That innocence is God. God is not the creator standing behind the creation. God is the creativity itself. He is the green in the trees. He is the red in the rose. He is the wetness in the water. He is not separate. So who are you talking to? You are talking to the air. You are talking to your own imagination. This is why I say your prayer is an insult. It is a hallucination. You create a dummy God and you talk to the dummy. And you feel good because the dummy doesn't argue with you. But the dummy doesn't help you either. Move from theology to experience. Theology is about words. Experience is about silence. Theology argues about the nature of God. Is he three? Is he one? Does he have 10 hands? Stupid! Experience does not argue. It tastes existence. It is salty. It is sweet, it is bitter, taste it all. In that tasting, you digest God, you become God. This is the ultimate goal of the mystic, not to see God, but to become God, to dissolve. The drop falls into the ocean and becomes the ocean. Does the drop pray to the ocean? Oh, ocean, I respect you. No, the drop simply slips in. Slipping in is the prayer. Disappearing is the prayer. So, stop standing on the bank of the river, shouting at the river. River, please come to me. River, please wash me. The river is flowing right there. Jump in. Let the river take you. Don't swim. Don't fight the current. Float. Floating is trust. Swimming is ego. The swimmer trusts his arms. The floater trusts the river. Be a floater. And the river will take you to the ocean. It is guaranteed. But you have to get wet. Your prayer is dry. You want to stay dry on the bank and yet reach the ocean. Impossible. Get wet, get involved, get lost. Lose yourself in the miracle of existence. That is the only way to honor the Creator. To enjoy His creation so totally that the enjoyer disappears and only the enjoyment remains. So, if you must speak to existence, what should you say? If you cannot stay silent, If the urge to speak is too strong, then use only 2 words. Use the only mantra that matters. Say thank you. Meister Eckhart, one of the greatest mystics the West has ever produced, said, "If the only prayer you ever say in your entire life is thank you, that will be enough." Think about that. Just thank you. Nothing else is needed. Because the moment you say thank you, you stop begging. The moment you say thank you, you accept, you acknowledge that you have already received. And the miracle of spiritual economics is this: to him who has gratitude, more shall be given. To him who complains, even what he has shall be taken away. This is not a punishment, it is a law of attraction. When you vibrate with gratitude, you become a magnet. You become expansive. You open up. And because you are open, existence can pour more nectar into you. When you complain, you shrink, you close up, you become a fist. And how can God pour anything into a closed fist? Even if He pours it, it will spill on the ground. Your complaint closes you. Your gratitude opens you. It is as simple as that. But remember, true gratitude is unconditional. It is easy to say thank you when you win the lottery. Any idiot can do that. It is easy to say thank you when you are healthy, young, and beautiful. But the test of a real religious man is, can you say thank you when you are sick? Can you say thank you when you are bankrupt? Can you say thank you when death knocks on your door? This is the fire test. If you can say thank you to the misery transforms into joy. This is the alchemy I teach. Accept the pain with gratitude. Say, Lord, you have given me this pain. It must be necessary for my awakening. I accept it. I welcome it. The moment you welcome pain, the sting of the pain disappears. The psychological resistance disappears. And what remains is just a pure sensation. Intense, yes, but not suffering. Suffering is created by your resistance. I don't want this is greater than. That creates suffering. I accept this is greater than. That creates peace. Look at Job in the Bible. He is the perfect example. He was the richest man, the happiest man, and then everything was taken away. His house burned down, his cattle died, his children died, his body became covered in sores. His friends came to him and said, "Curse God, look what he has done to you." But Job fell to his knees and said, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." Blessed be the name of the Lord. This is the highest peak of human consciousness. To bless the hand that strikes you, to kiss the sword that cuts you, because you know that the sword is in the hands of the Beloved. If He want to cut me, then being cut is my destiny and I love it. This trust, this absolute, unshakable trust makes you invincible. Nothing can hurt a man who is grateful for everything. You cannot make him miserable. If you throw him in prison, he says, "Thank you, God, for this solitude. Now I can meditate without distraction." If you throw him in the marketplace, he says, "Thank you, God, for this noise. Now I can test my silence. You cannot defeat him. He has found the secret key. The key is tatata, total acceptance. Start practicing this today. Make it a game. Whatever happens, find a way to say thank you. If you miss the bus, say thank you. Maybe the next bus is safer. Maybe standing here for 10 minutes allows you to see the clouds. If someone insults you, say thank you. They have given you a chance to watch your ego. They have pushed your button. Now you know where the button is. They are your teacher. Turn everything into a blessing. This is the magic of the mind. The mind can turn heaven into hell by complaining, and the mind can turn hell into heaven by gratitude. Why not use this power? Why are you so determined to be miserable? Why do you carry your begging bowl like a trophy? Drop it. Pick up the flute of gratitude. Sing a song. God loves singers. He runs away from beggars, but he dances with singers. We come to the final realization. I told you to stop praying. I meant stop the act of praying. Because acts are separate from life. You pray for 10 minutes in the morning, and then for the rest of the 23 hours and 50 minutes, you are angry, greedy, violent, jealous. What is the value of those 10 minutes? They are just a whitewash, a cover-up. You cheat yourself. You think, I have done my religious duty. And then you are free to be a beast for the rest of the day. Your prayer is a license to sin. I will sin all week, and on Sunday I will confess. It is a strategy to avoid transformation. I say, don't do prayer, be prayer. Prayer is not an act, it is a quality. It is a way of living. It is a way of walking. It is a way of looking. When you look at a flower, look with reverence. That is prayer. When you touch the hand of your child, touch with love. That is prayer. When you cook food, cook with mindfulness. That is prayer. The whole life should become a sacred ceremony. There is no distinction between the sacred and the secular. Everything is sacred because everything comes from the source. The church floor is not holier than the market floor. The same earth supports both. The holy water is not holier than the tap water. It is the same H2O. Drop the divisions. Make your office a temple. Make your kitchen a shrine. How? By bringing the quality of silence and gratitude into every action. If you live like this, you don't need to bow down to any idol. Your very life is a bow. Your very breath is a chant. This is what I call a religious man. Not a Christian, not a Hindu, not a Buddhist. These are labels. These are political parties. A religious man is one who lives in a state of wonder. He wakes up in the morning and says, wow, I am alive again. What a mystery. He sees the stars and feels the awe. He sees the death and feels the mystery. He is constantly connected to the miracle of existence. He doesn't need to go to a priest to find God. He finds God in his own heartbeat. He finds God in his own awareness. So, my message to you is simple yet very hard. Smash the begging bowl. You are not a beggar. You are the son of the king. You have the same DNA as God. So I am that. Jesus said, the kingdom of God is within you. If it is within you, why are you looking outside? Why are you looking at the sky? Look in, turn the eyes inward, close the mouth, open the inner ear, stop the noise, start the silence. Stop the asking, start the thanking, and suddenly you will find that you are not the person praying. You are the prayer. You become the offering. You become the incense smoke rising to the sky. There is no you left to ask for anything. The asker has dissolved. And when the asker dissolves, God remains. Only God is. Go home. But don't go to your temple corner. Go to your mirror. Look into your own eyes and see the divine looking back at you. Say to yourself, I am enough. I am whole. I am loved. I need nothing because I have everything. I am not a slave. I am free. This is the only prayer that reaches. This is the only prayer that transforms. Be an emperor. Live like a god, and then even death becomes a celebration.